Hey. I was thinking that's going to help the lighting, y'all, and it's not. Let's close it back up. Welcome. If you see that red button lit up in live that says live in the left-hand corner, you're watching a live in action. If you do not see us lit up in red, that is okay. Warshy and coffee. That was quick. Then you can continue to watch replay. Welcome to a planner decoration live, y'all. We hadn't done one of these in about 2 weeks. So it's time to catch it up. We're going to be decorating in this one, and we might decorate in this one as well. But we want to make sure that, let's see how the live goes. Because I have been a little bit concerned. The internet's been kind of acting a little wonky. I did put a goal in there. So at the top of the stream, it's going to fall down. At the top of the stream, the very first comment you see is the monthly membership. If you would like to join the channel, there are 4 levels. Level 1 is $1.99. Level 2 is $2.99. Level 3 is $4.99. And level 4 is $7.99. They have tons and tons of perks. Ways you can join the channel. I'm trying to meet the $100 threshold. I don't know if it's going to happen for sure, but I'm trying to meet that by the end of July. I do have goals in mind. Me and my husband's talked about it. We're going to look into here in the next couple weeks, maybe couple months, upgrading to a camera. I'll probably use my laptop more to record from because I've got one little scratch on my phone, which is not a big deal, but I don't want to just overload the storage space of my phone when uploaded videos. So I do. But in order to meet goals, in order to do things and to keep posting and be consistent, we have to see growth, and the channel has to be doing what it should be doing. Thank you. I appreciate it. How's y'all's day going? I shouldn't be having Dr. Pepper, y'all, but I am. We are good over here. We are still waiting. I'm not sure what day it's going to be. So let me just introduce myself. I am Crystal. Welcome to Crystal's Daily Dose of Joy. We are a variety channel. We have hauls, vlogs, planners, chit chats. Get ready with me. Tons of videos. If that's your cup of tea, then make sure to like, subscribe, share, the notification bell. Like I said, if you want to join the channel, there's also super thanks and gifts. Super thanks is done in videos or shorts. Gifts is done here in a stream, and monthly memberships is either or. It's not a have to do thing, but it is very optional. If I do get a phone call, and so that I'm able to drop links, I do have my phone with me. I am still waiting on a phone call for the test where they stick the camera down your stomach. I can never think of the name of it. Hi, Sean. Welcome. How's your weather? I'm still waiting on a phone call, and that could be at any time, any day. So I have to kind of keep my phone near because it's based off of a referral, and they're supposed to call me to schedule me in. So I ain't feeling excited about that, but I just wanted to let y'all know. So let me show you what stickers we're using. Yeah, I know I will, Sean. Thank you for that. I'm not excited about it, y'all. My mom tells me it's not in faith. I definitely believe I'm in faith. I think because it's something I haven't had done in a very, very long time, since back when I had teeth pulled. I did find out, and I don't know how true it is. I think it just depends on the hospital and the doctor. But I do have a choice to say I want to be completely put to sleep instead of partially sedated or whatever it is they do, which I think for me, with having anxiety, higher anxiety, makes it easier. It is something I know that I'm going to have to, hopefully I will hear something back this week. If not, first thing Monday morning, I'll be calling, because like yesterday when I was eating dinner, and we're going to get started with our planner, I was having a real bad coughing and sneezing sensation like over and over. And it only happened shortly after I eat. So that tells me there's a lot of acid reflux and stuff. And that's one good way for them to tell, checking the stomach and everything, what's going on exactly. So yes, welcome to the 3 people here to 3 likes. Welcome. So we're doing a quote and a banister theme. These stickers come from a good friend of mine, Jessica. She goes to our church. She's got 4 beautiful girls. She's beautiful. And they're like little banner stickers. She gave them to me when we was doing Vacation Bible School. Let me take them out of the pack and y'all be able to see them better. I'm not sure where she got them at. I didn't ask. But it was super sweet of her. So I thought I'd share these with y'all. And I'm going to mix them with some quote stickers. Why? Because you always need positive sands in your life. Don't think we're doing no washi tape. We'll see. They're really light. Really light and fragile. She says, hey, Pluto. See the flowers on them? How pretty, though? Little banners of different types of flowers. So they're really, really cute. She said she thought of me, and her and her girls got them. These are my sister got me. Having a Good Day. It's by St. Javi. I can't even say the name right there. For Christmas last year. There's tons and tons more in here that I wanted y'all to see the pack. And it's got sayings like, if you never try, you'll never know. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. That's too cute. I love that. I love that. Have a nice week. Be proud of who you are. I am capable of learning new things. It's got, everyone has a change make difference to the world. A change to make to the different world. And I want to use it because I felt like it would go good with some of the trees. Like there's a few tree type stickers in these. See right here, and then you can kind of see the trees kind of look similar. There's a few of those in different places. There's another one right here that's got the butterfly, which makes me think of outdoorsy. So I probably won't be using all of these, but I'll be using a good many, the ones I like. Oh, good gracious. Here goes my laptop, y'all. Give me 1 minute. If you see me clicking, it's like these stupid ads that want to pop up. It says, make it happen. Follow your dreams. The butterfly says, believe in yourself. Anything is possible. So this is the ones we're using this week. No washi tape and just stickers. And so, yes. But yes, the monthly membership is at the very bottom. I'm at the very top of the stream for anybody who would like to join the channel. So yeah, just thank you for everybody being here. I did go ahead and set up the stream early, and I am from my laptop. So if you want to drop your channel link and you know how, and you do videos, Washi and Coffee, you're more than welcome to. Sean, you are. If you don't know how, then feel free to ask us. We will drop the link. We are trying to reach our goal, y'all. If we don't, it will be completely okay. But we're trying really, really hard to reach the goal. And in that way, we can start working on the next go around. And I don't know, I might even be blessing it be more than 100 by the time I get paid, because they start finalizing between the 7th and the 12th, and the 21st to the 27th of the month. The end part of the month is when pay starts going out. So we are right at 75. So we're like about $24, $25 away. Not bad at all. Okay. Tons and tons of paperwork, y'all. But yeah, I'll show y'all. I ain't going to give y'all my personal information. I don't think it has my personal information on it. That's for my referral. I have to take that. There's a number down here she wants me to call. An extension, if down there at the bottom, and it's highlighted up here, her extension, if I don't get a call from them in 2 weeks, which is going to be a little bit over 2 weeks, but it's hard when they schedule you in, especially stuff that they want to do down at the hospital. I did do a get ready with me this morning, y'all. That was fun. I want to keep up with these. Me and Mason have dental. So we are looking at the 21st to the 27th. This is a happy planner, but it is a little different. Or this might not be a happy planner. This is not a happy planner. I'm sorry. I've always said that. It kind of similar to the happy planner. Yes, thank you, Sean, for dropping that link. Feel free to drop y'all's links as well. This one, it's harder to put washi tape in, but one thing that drew me to this planner was having these little check boxes and the lines, and you don't have a lot of space, but it does give you a whole complete section right here. And I always do a review of the month. So I'll show you real quick. I've already started here. A review of the month is like a blank page. That's what I call it. And I write down, 4th grandson was born, weighed this much, name is, went through this test, went to such and such, I've never visited before. It's different things throughout the month that can be positive and negatives that I like to write down and just kind of note. So yes. Are you still with me, Washi and Coffee? I thank you, are you? Oh, Sean already left. Sean left. Sean's gone quick. Okay. I'm just making sure I can't. The stream's moving kind of fast today. So we're just going to place these randomly, y'all. I want to place these at the bottom as like if they were a washi tape. When I take them off, maybe they'll show up better. And I'm going to be sending this over in a regular message to Jessica after the stream uploads. She's a sweet girl. Ain't that cute? So I'll try to make it so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go, a little better. Want to put it, because I don't do a lot of writing at the bottom. Oh, it's cute. It shows up better on the page too. I don't know how all that's coming off. Hey, Lisa, welcome. So, hope everybody is blessed and doing well. I talked to two of my good friends I have been praying for. I know Cheryl Gowron, she stays super busy, but she is such a wonderful, beautiful lady. Y'all will absolutely adore her and love her. She was one of the ones I've been friends with for a long time now on the YouTube platform. And me and her talk as much as we can on a regular basis on the phone. And we've sent each other blessing mail through the years. She's wonderful. She's done quite a few videos, and she don't do them now, but she's done quite a few amazing, beautiful videos. Very, very big heart. Very, very lovely. And then Southern Smarts. Elizabeth's her actual name. Southern Smarts was her Instagram name. And she reached out to me. She's been going through some stuff, but I've been praying for her. And she messaged me today and said, hey, I'm sorry. I haven't been watching replay or catch up video. Let me start off by saying that before we get too far in the video so that everybody knows now. You do not have to be someone that follows me. If you're just here and you're like, oh, let me click on this channel. She looks into her, but that ain't my cup of tea. I'm okay with that. But if you are someone that enjoys the channel and you can like, subscribe, and share and hit the notification bell, it's great. You do not have to be a monthly member or do super thanks and gifts because I mention it every time. I talk a lot. I repeat myself a lot. I do that in everything, not here on the platform. The reason I specifically do it here on YouTube is because YouTube gives us tips and advice and different ways to grow the channel, different encouragements, different things that work, things that don't work, our analytics. So if I'm mentioning things, that's because I know that there's a big part of my audience that don't get to see, and then there's a big part of the audience that does get to see. So that's just me. I always say thank you. If you can't be here all the time, that's okay. If you can, that's completely okay. I don't ever want people to feel like they got to reach out to me personally and say, hey, I'm sorry. You don't have to be sorry for that. That's life, y'all. We all have life. Some of us have kids. Most of us have kids, jobs, school. If you don't work and you're like me, you're a stay-at-home mama. Like I do tons with Mason. He's special needs, stuff with my church. Me and Chris do things throughout the week. Like we went down and picked up groceries and picked up a fan that we're putting in the kitchen. Please, please, please never apologize for being yourself. If you can catch my videos and you can join the channel and you can offer money at time to time, that's great. If you can't, that is okay. The goal is with YouTube is just to be reminding people and encouraging people why you're here and you're doing it. So let's get back to the planner. Okay. So I just wanted to say that because so many people reach out. You don't have to be sorry, though. Saw your dollar yesterday. My Dollar General haul. Yes, I did put up a Dollar General haul. Keep the grades. Love you. Stay safe. God bless. Love you too, Lisa. I need to give you a call. I meant to call you yesterday, and I did get busy myself when we was out late, and I didn't want to call you too late. I didn't know if you'd be laying down. So I'm going to do these, I think, just on all the pages right here, y'all. All the little squares. And then I'll hold them, show you. But we're blessed. We're super blessed. We're thankful. Things are going good. I don't know how y'all could say it. Not in a bad way. I kind of got higher anxiety yesterday because I was so hungry, and we just picked up like the Chinese food you warm up. And that's when I had that bad coughing and sneezing spell. And I was like, oh, good gracious. And it doesn't happen every time, but it happens a lot. And they do have me on acid reflux medication. And I was like, man, oh, man, I can definitely feel a difference in my health now that I'm getting a little older. That's okay. You don't have to apologize. I knew what you were saying. I got what you were definitely saying. Y'all, Lisa's a good friend of mine. Me and her went to school together, Merced Adult School here in California. And she graduated before me. I graduated in 2024. I can't remember what year it was you graduated in, Lisa. It was 2024. I got my high school diploma. She graduated, I think, a couple years before me is what it was. Somewhere around there. So let me show this to y'all in just a minute. I gotta tell y'all a cute story too as I hold this up. There's a man, he's disabled, he's in a wheelchair, and he sits right at the railroad tracks before you cross over, like on a safe spot. And he's partially blind, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's so sweet. He waves, says, God bless to every car that goes down the road. He sits out, he says, working for money, God bless. You know, and he lets you know, blind, disabled, veteran, working for money. He's sweetest guy you ever see. He's just waving. He's God bless. I mean, he goes out there. Sometimes you'll see him out before you cross over the railroad tracks, and he'll be out at like the hottest part of the day. So hopefully people are blessing him. I'm sorry if I'm talkative this morning, y'all. I just got off the phone with my mom. How's everybody's weather? Lisa, you too, honey. Washington Coffee, how's y'all's weather? We're going to have, today's only 90 degrees, which is a big significant drop. But tomorrow's going to be like 88, then it's going to be like 87, and it goes back up into the high 90s. Look how cute these turned out. So thank you, Jessica. 70s and sunny. Ain't that good when it's cooler? It is very sunny outside. The light comes through the window. I tried to open that, but then it was glaring on the camera to where the laptop. And I will be recording from my laptop too, y'all, just not as much. I don't carry an iPhone. I know people like iPhones a lot of times better than the Android. We've always used Android. My husband tried an iPhone once, and it was just expensive. He couldn't get used to it. We just upgrade the Androids, and I don't want to just do too much damage. He just literally probably less than about a year ago did an upgrade. They offer upgrades I think it's about every 2 to 3 years for us. And then we can advance up for whatever the upgrade is on this type of, this is a Revel, I think Revel Pro 5. So it might be a 7 next or something like that. This one ain't as great as my last one, but that's why I'm looking at camera. I have a camera. I can't ever find the cord to it though. I got to either get a new cord to this one, because this is one I love using, or I'm just going to upgrade when we meet our goal. I'm not taking money away from funds right now. Other funds we got coming up, bills. We just recently got our trash service hooked back up. That was a big one. It feels nice, Lisa. So if you go out there to sit, it's not like too hot, but it's not cold. It's like a decent temperature where you can be outside in God's presence and really just enjoy it. Let's pull some quote stickers, and then we got to find a cute paper clip. Let's see. There's so many ones on here. I like the butterfly one. We're going to do that one. So I'm putting them here on the lamp for ones I like to grab bunch. Some of the writing's super hard to read. Not all, but some. Can y'all still see me and hear me okay? Throw me hearts or thumbs up emoji so I know if the stream is still moving. I will drop the membership link again throughout the video. We're 19 minutes in, but I don't ever know. Chris is working. Mason's doing good. Those teen years, Washington Coffee. He's kind of in that. Not all the time. We have days where we kind of want to fuss and fight, and he'll kind of argue with you a little bit, I'd say. But then you kind of correct him real fast, and he gets back to reality. Ain't that right, Mason?
Yes, you are totally correct.
He says he knows that he's got everyone as a chant, I can't even read that one word on the tree, but it's really cute. I got to get my eyes checked. I meant to do that last time. They actually have an eye clinic like right next door. They also have dental down at Castle Clinic. And they also have labs, and they do like the ultrasounds and imaging. So they have a good bit. You know, it's like one bit. And then they have the urgent care down there where I see the doctors at. But like you can't, you are not hanging out here. You better go on. Little bug, sorry. He's like, I'm paying you a visit. No, you're not. But so the short and sweet is like you have to have a referral for a lot of those. Yes, it is. Everything will be okay. This is what I got to tell myself for the test, y'all. Everything will be okay. My husband's been picking at me a little bit. And I told him, I said, honey, please stop. He ain't being serious. He's like, I'm going to tell them if they say they can put you completely. Because I think I have a choice now. I didn't realize that or know that. But I trust one of the church family members was telling me, and he works in the ER. That's what he does. That, yeah, all you got to do is tell him you have higher anxiety and that you would like to be put completely asleep and under for that procedure. Typically, they do just heavily sedate you, and you don't know what's going on, but you're not fully asleep. But you can tell them. My husband's like, I'm going to tell him, leave you asleep. I'll come back next week. And I was like, you better not do anything crazy like that. He's like, I'm going to tell him next week I'll be back to pick her up. Just let her take a nice long rest. She deserves it. I was like, you better not be so silly like that. He's like, honey, I wouldn't really do that. But if I pick at you, maybe to keep your mind off of it. So, I don't know. But give me 1 minute, y'all. Let me turn on these ACs. They're getting a little hot. It's getting a little hot. My face looks all glowy because I don't have on makeup. I get a little hot. Yeah, really. I don't know. I think when I get overly emotional, I'm not one of those people. Some people still do that you can joke with because, like, I'll either take you serious or it's like it makes me more the crying mode. But my husband's just my husband. He does what he wants. So, love your body. Yeah, you should love your body, but it's not one I want to use. I think this one's cute. It says, you are awesome. So we got 4 over here. Let's pull some more off this one. Be proud of who you are. How many times in life do we go through things and we just can't accept things? We don't accept our past. We don't do this. We don't that. We wish that and this. For me, yeah, not my past. I mean, I definitely have moments where things have hit me that I remember when I had gorgeous thick hair, and it looks thick right now because it's curled, but it's not. And it thinned out, and I was like, God, I would stand in the mirror and I'd cry. Never again, God. Never again will I complain about it, fuss about it, color, shape, whatever you give me. Because when it started thinning and I could see it and I could tell a difference when I put my hair up, I had always loved my hair, and I got really, really emotional. I never will say another thing about it again, Lord. I used to always grumble, my hair is so thick, and this is aggravating, brushing it out. Sitting in my chair, brushing it out. When God took it away from me, it was like, and it wasn't necessarily God, but when he allowed me to go through that, it was like, okay, I didn't mean it. Possibly Washi and Coffee. I thought that. They did check the thyroid to see if I had any imbalances, because that's what me and my husband thought. She said no. She said they call it either pre or the peri type stages, that I may be in those. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. If you never try, you'll never know. And that's what we're going to be done pulling for right now. Put them on the left. So it's hard to say. I haven't gotten a real solid answer on this is what it is. This is why you're having symptoms. That's what's going on. They have been having me on anxiety that I still take twice a day, and I'll probably end up taking that for the rest of my life. I did find out with the skin problems I was having, there's a statistic, and I might not be pronouncing things right, y'all. Don't give me a hard time. Medically, because I'm not good with stuff like that. There's a type of cyst that people get in their skin that normally it is something to do with the bloodstream and stuff, the doctor said, and or dermatologist doctors that I seen said. And he said typically there's certain people it never really goes away or changes. You can go in and have it lanced. You can have it fully removed. You can take antibiotics, but it does keep reoccurring. And they don't have enough science and different things out there to really know what to do and to really fix it. So it's like one of those things you can kind of manage, but it is kind of a permanent, I don't want to say disorder. It's like a permanent thing that happens. So he definitely knew for a fact I had that. And he's been working with me mostly right now, keeping the antibiotics. And he had a lancet placed on my back, and I think it's already starting to reoccur some. It might not even be the same one, but all I can do is go in and get it like lanced. You know, he said the antibiotic does help me a lot, but he also said that I would still see places, and so that he would help take care of for any like the blackheads, the gross looking ones. So that you just take, there's like a scrape. I ain't got it yet, but I need to scraper thing you can use in the shower. But yeah, it's one of those things that's hard to say. We'll put this one down here by the July. Still have writing room. I'm just going to kind of put it on the line, y'all. That way I'm not losing all my writing room like so. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm one of those women. I didn't really adapt when things started changing. It's quick. Lucy's Warner's World. Welcome, welcome. Hello, welcome. I love the little emojis you send. Is that from my monthly membership, Lucy, or is that one of the gift type stickers? Because that doesn't show up in my emojis. You too, Lisa. Have a blessed day. But, you know, there's some people, and it's different for everybody. Like, my mom had a daddy. He smoked and drank clean up till the day he passed or whatever. And that, I mean, I've always heard throughout the grapevine that he was healthy as a horse. And so it's not always. Stuff like that can affect and can play a big part, but you can't always believe what everybody tells you or what the internet says. It just, sometimes life just, it is a genetic thing, whether it runs in the bloodstream or on the line of family members, or it's just, sometimes it's just that random thing that we go through. You know, it might not be big. For some of us, it's big and huge, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So, yes, let's put these on. Put this at the mid of the week on these lines. I'll show y'all in just 1 minute. I'm about to hold it up. I got way too many pulled out. That's okay. I'm going to show y'all where I'm going to use those on my currency page. And put them down here at the bottom. So currency page is like notes. This one does this month. It already has the holidays written in, which is really lightly. You can't even see it right there, Harley. Right there. But it is there. And then I got Christian Summer Camp, Vacation Bible School, baby Arlo, born, which he wasn't born on the 22nd. But that was the day we was expecting. Only he was born on the 2nd of July. So he come a couple weeks early. And so we're going to put one of this one over here. Then we want to find a cute paper clip, y'all. I don't never do that with y'all. Move these. Ace, good. I haven't heard anything from Kylie. I figure she's been really busy. She does got some photos. I'll show y'all one in my phone. Posted over on her wall when I took, and I need to share it. Let me see. Where'd I go? Okay, put this at the bottom. I might put it in the middle. You are awesome. Y'all all know that you're awesome. It's hard to see that with the colors. Here, I'll show y'all some pictures. I need to get prints made. So I don't know how many people know this. I don't know how many people's available. For me, if I want prints and like it's not going to a professional photography or like the school doing pictures or whatever, you can go on your phone. If you got a photo on your phone of anything, nature, people, you can take that print, and if you have Google Photos, it has an order spot that shows up, and you can request photos. And typically, if they're mailing them to you, it might be about $1.50. Here, it's like $1.67 and some change. And depending on what size you get, I normally get the 4x6s because they look like the size. This is my daddy. This is my blood, my father. But they turn out to be the size of this picture and really clear. And that's how I get a lot of my prints. Like, I'll show y'all over here real quick. I don't know if I've showed y'all. This ain't got my 4th grandbaby. I bought this frame at Walmart, but I did all the prints myself online. See, right here. That's my grandbabies. Right there. Kylie and Edgar in the top. And I got this frame at Walmart. It was like $20. And so I need to add in the new grandbaby or get a new frame to put there. And so let me show y'all a picture of him too real quick. But he's doing good as far as I know. They're all doing good. So yeah, and they're cheap washing coffee. Yours might be a little bit more because I know you said like your Dollar Tree was like $1.75. So it sounds like y'all's prices are a little bit higher than ours. It shouldn't be too bad though. And it's an easy way of getting prints. You can go in and pick them up, or you can get them to mail them to you. And then sometimes in the mail, it only takes like 2 or 3 days. Like literally, they're fast. Let me show y'all some photos real quick. I'm gonna find a cute paper clip. All 4 of the grandbabies. So Mateo's in the middle. Gio's on the left, and baby Tiago. No, Gio's on the right, and baby Tiago's on the left. And Edgar Arlo, which is the new baby, he's in the middle. And then, let's see if I can get the other one. Show up. And we don't talk a whole lot, y'all. It's a long story. She's busy. Kylie's always been more, my oldest has always been more like a private type life. She does reach out to me occasionally. And I try not to bother. I try to give space. I would love to be able to talk to her more. But we don't. That's the reason we hope to get to go home soon. There they are again. Yeah, so they're handsome. There's a new one. A cutie little pie. And so I'm very blessed and thankful. I can say from the bottom of my heart, my kids are very humble. All of them believe in Jesus, which is a hallelujah praise report all day long. Very, very gifted, very smart, and got their own uniqueness about them. And it's just something beautiful about being a grandparent. I don't feel like I get to be a grandparent because they're so far away from me. I try to order stuff online, and I want to go home and visit. So anytime you're here, which we're getting ready to mention it, y'all know I do it like 3 or 4 times throughout the video. Anytime you're here and you're supporting the channel, whether you're watching the video and helping with watch hours, whether you're offering gifts or you're becoming a monthly member, you're supporting the channel in different ways, whether it's me putting money back for my next visit going home, or like me talking about upgrading devices that I want to use to record with, because my husband's the income. Like, he claims me as a dependent on our taxes. When I first got through the verifications with YouTube, I had to fill out the 1099 form, and I'll have to start filing myself, now that I'm a monetized channel. And that is the hope with the channel. Since I don't work and I don't drive for personal reasons, and I ain't never got in no trouble or anything. It just, I was never good at it. I was born a nervous child, was always a nervous child, a nervous adult. I also have higher anxiety, so it was not something I needed to do. And we live in county. We don't live in city. So things are a little bit further away. You can get to them, but you're not going to get there in 5 minutes. It's like a good 20, 30-minute walk to get to your stores and some of the stuff in town pretty much. So I don't, because of that reason, it would cost me a lot more trying to get into a job and trying to fit it in with Mason's school schedule than it would just trying to make income and a little bit of revenue here on the platform. So when you're supporting, you're helping out us in a lot of different ways. And it's not a have-to-do thing. I completely understand. The cost of living is through the roof. Not all of us have it like that. It is optional to everybody, you know. I was so blessed. It took me, I would have hoped to have been monetized way sooner than I was. But I think God knew that I wasn't ready for it, and the timing had to be in his timing. So I'm super blessed, y'all. I'm super, super blessed. Let's move this junk down here. I got to clean up over here again. I need to take this big old thing off so I have more room on my desk. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Because my paper clips are a lot buried over here today. I don't drive. You don't drive either, my anxiety. Yeah. Yeah, see, people think, and this is, let me just, and I'm not saying to be rude to anybody, so don't come at me, nobody, anyways. People typically will think automatically, not everybody. There's a lot of people will think, well, that takes away from your self-independence. Well, how do you get around? That is just not true. There's a city bus schedule. County has a bus schedule, but their bus schedule is not the same as city. And city bus drivers do drive into county, but their pickups and their locations look a lot different. So the short and sweet is there is a city bus schedule, county bus schedule most of the time. You do have to pay. Here in our area, it's like probably about $3.50 for a full day if you're riding the bus. That's what I used to do when I did school most of the time. If you have health insurance, you can get a lot. Like I use Alliance for Transportation or my husband. Those things are offered to you. There's also Uber and Lyfts, and those are paid for, you know, a lot of times, especially if it's medical or health and stuff. And there's tons and tons of taxis and different services. Lyft's a little bit cheaper than Uber, but there's ways of getting around. There's ways of getting around pretty much. So even before I moved out here and I lived in Jacksonville, North Carolina, there was they had like a transit bus type thing. Because I went down to what they call a day program, and that was for bad nerves and anxiety. And they picked me up and dropped me off, and anybody that went to that type of program. So there are things out there available. You just have to really, really look into it, you know. And my husband, I'm not one of those people, I'm on the go a lot anyways. Like I typically am a stay-at-home person, and then me and Chris do most of our errands and stuff. In the evenings or during the day when he's available. So don't ever let no one tell you that, neither though. Let's use him. I think he's cute. Or shall we use him? Here, I'll get out a couple so y'all can see. He's an elephant. He's an elephant. Wait, he's an elephant. He's a little squirrel. We'll get out a few. Let y'all pick. Turtle's kind of cute. Or let's do the dove. We can pull out too many. We'll just pick for 4. And so we have the dove. It's pretty. Or we have the squirrel. Or we have the elephant. Or we have the turtle. Which one do y'all want? Turtle, dove, elephant, or squirrel? Let me know and I'll wait on y'all and then we can do that. But yeah, I tried. I'll be 44 in December. A day after Christmas is my birthday. And my dad took me. I lived with my dad way back in my late 20s, early 30s. And that was like a few years before I had Mason, and I had been going through some stuff, and I went and let that come to my dad's, and my dad took me 3 or 4 different times, and I studied the handbook, and I didn't get it. And then I tried a few times, I think in my first marriage, and I just never was good at it. My mom and people would work with me, and when it comes to anything that's machine operated, anything where it's going to be too much, and I can do technical stuff. I can't do it on everything. I can do it mostly on YouTube. I have to have help. If I get something and there's a book of paperwork, I have to normally have somebody to sit with me to kind of get through it. What about you, your bicycle? I haven't. I've been so scared. My husband's got to fix the gooseneck on it. The part where the handlebars are, it's kind of loose. I haven't. I guess the anxiety has got the best of me on that, but little elephant. What do y'all want to see? The little dove and the turtle or the squirrel. And I used to be super tough on myself. I have worked a lot in my life. Like I was 17 when I got my first job. I worked at a place called Errol's. Errol's or Aries, I'd have to ask my daddy. It's a mill, big old cotton mill. And I worked junior and senior year of high school. I went to school 8 hours a day, and then I worked about a 12-hour shift. So, yeah. And then when I left there, I worked in a restaurant. I worked at like a little Burger King, and I had a lot of restaurant works. And then I got into hotel work, cleaning rooms. I worked in a nursing home for about a month, not very long. And I worked in a little factory where they do the refrigerator handles. The squirrel, you think the squirrel will do the squirrel? That's cute. I think that's cute. So we I've had tons of jobs, you know. I could work. My goal was when I graduated from high school diploma was to get into maybe an aide in the classroom. But I had to make a decision. Like if I was going to do that, I didn't want there to be any hiccups. I didn't want transportation to be an issue. And I didn't want health to be an issue. The biggest one that was going to take an effect on me would have been health, because some of the things I was dealing with, like the bladder and different things like that, it could definitely, doing that type of work could be a big disruption. And I had already started going through different things that I was still seeing a doctor for. And then I was told I did have to go back and take an 8-week course, which I haven't done that yet, if I ever want to do that. And I'm okay with being a stay-at-home mama, because I feel like YouTube is turning into a small income, and it will. I think next time around, once we meet this $100 threshold, when we meet this amount, because it might be a little more. It has to be nothing less than $100. You don't get paid out. I think next time it's going to move fast. It might be a couple hundred instead of just 100, because the channel is growing. The watch hours are going down. What is that emoji you keep typing? Let me see if it lets me see it. Don't let me see it when I click on it. It's so cute though. So cute. So yes, y'all do consider joining the channel if you would like to. We have 6 monthly members. I'm trying to get 2 more so I want to see what the special features are YouTube keeps offering to me. They sent me something in an email that said for brands, products that I had to say yes or no to. I just said yes, which I haven't had any offers. This little squirrel and his little tail hanging off. That's so cute. That's going to be my planner for the week. I'm not going to do my write-in with y'all this week. I typically don't do that in my planner decoration videos, and I already would have it down, but a lot of it is personal. It's like addresses and different things I have to be able to keep up with. So let me put this back in here. But I still got to do that colon check too. Let me show you. It's weird looking. Hold on. It's been in the back of my planner. I haven't done it yet. Not because I'm scared to do it. I've been busy, and I told my doctor, I said, I don't have no excuse. I just haven't done it yet. But they do a self-home check test. I ain't going to take it out, but it's a little self thing you do. Put it back in this little container. You can mail it or take it in person. I'll probably take something like that in person when I do it. I need to put it in the pocket, actually, so I don't lose that. I always forget this has a little pockets in it on each side. So we got a few minutes, y'all. We'll just sit and chit chat and talk, if y'all okay with that, so we get our hour in. Thank you. I I am so excited to see the channel growing. My mom is a monthly member, and she was so excited about that. She just couldn't figure out how when she clicked on it. She's like, "What do I do?" It takes you through a couple processes. I think even super thanks and gifts, when you just click on them and it goes through. I think the monthly membership, it takes you through picking what level and different things. She was so excited. She's a level 2 member. And she was so excited. I let her pick what level she wanted to be and showed her how to get into it and stuff like that. She'll say, sometimes I can't comment on all your videos and sometimes I can comment on them. And so my mom's a mess, y'all. A mess. So, but yeah, it is. They got the paperwork and everything done. He's supposed to be bringing one of those signs they put in the front out, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. And they just got to finish up the paperwork when they do get a buyer. So they hadn't started showing it yet, but he has started taking the pictures and getting most of the paperwork done. So my mom's hoping soon. And y'all just say a prayer for my stepdaddy. I don't go into a lot of his personal stuff. I do share the basics because most of you have been around him and he loved being on camera when he stayed here with us for 2 weeks. I didn't do videos all the time then, but when I would do YouTube videos, he was a stroke victim. Hoppa, his name is Pete. We call him Hoppa because before my son could say Papa, he said Hoppa. Had a stroke victim. He's had a stroke, a big one. And then it wasn't but maybe a few weeks to a month or so after, he had a couple small ones that he ended up going back and forth to the hospital for. And it took a toll on him. It completely took out one side. Hoppa doesn't like using a walker or doesn't like using his wheelchair. He prefers to be stubborn and use a cane. So in that, he's probably done more damage to his health because he takes a lot of falls. His memory is definitely not there anymore. And he eats and eats and eats. And I don't see how the man puts away as much food as he does, but he doesn't gain any weight. He's just little and fragile. And he's a super great man. He worked all his life. He worked in a post office for 24 years, retired. He was a conductor on a train. And so he's just a super great guy. He's not wanting to go. He ain't really going to have a choice. He's not wanting to move, but he's saying he just wants to go to a rest home. The last nursing home he was at, the insurance didn't want to cover therapy and his stay being there. The insurance was only going to cover part of what he needed. And so there wasn't no extra money out of pocket to pay for him to get to stay. So his family lives in Gilroy, which is probably about the same distance going down to my sister's. It's probably about 3 hours, and they're all busy. They work. Most of them real hard workers. So it's just a real hard situation is knowing to what God's got in store for Hoppa. I don't think he has a lot of time, and he's human and he has a right to feel and deal with his health just like any of us does in his own way. So it is completely up to him, how he handles it pretty much. We're hoping that, Warshy and Coffee, we're hoping that because it's hard to say. We're hoping that because if he's not wanting to go with my mom and then into another place and he would have his brothers and sisters and family and stuff, but Papa saying rest home, and it would have to be something that insurance approves. My sister's power of attorney, and she's made sure all their debts are paid off, all the bills are paid on time. They have plenty of groceries. My mom's a blessing, but she gets money because of my stepdad working 2 jobs and retiring. That's the reason she gets money. She hasn't never worked a whole lot in her life. So, hopefully that would be the case because I don't know how much of luck he would get getting a place to stay. The cost is very, very expensive, especially when you're paying out of pocket for something like that. That's the hope. But let me drop this monthly membership link again for y'all if anybody does. We're always excited, and I'll show y'all kind of some updates on things. So y'all know I don't think y'all think I'm making it up, but I'll show y'all where I'm at on things. Let's turn it down. Got to remember, turn it down. That's what Sean says. Turn it light down. There's my revenue. See? $74.55. So I'm close to hitting my $100 threshold. That's why I'm thinking at the end of the month. My watch hours are 3061. So when you subtract 3061 from 4,000, that's 921 I got left to go. Sorry, I ain't holding it up straight because it's showing it better when I kind of hold it sideways. And then I want to show y'all this too, before I drop the link. There's 6 monthly members. Thank you to my mom, Joyce, which is my stepmom. So both of my mamas, my mom, my blood mom, and my stepmom, which she's just like a mama to me. She raised me a big chunk of my life. Joyce, Angie's a great friend of mine on Facebook and a great supporter on YouTube. Elizabeth, also the same, great supporter on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Warshy and Coffee here on the YouTube channel. And she's over on my Instagram as well. And my husband, Chris. And that's our monthly members right there. All of y'all show up right there. So you are looking at like level 1, when you pay $1.99 to become a monthly member of the channel, the perks are loyalty badges. You get emojis, early access to any of my new videos, member shout outs, which is kind of what I'm doing now. And then photos and status updates, kind of on what's going on with me, what's going on with the channel. When you become a level 2 member, also a monthly membership, includes perks from previous levels. So all those I just mentioned, member shout outs, early access to new videos, updates on channel, photos, and status updates. $4.99, level 3. Connecting on social members only live we'll start doing. Member only videos and early access to new videos. Level 4 includes all the previous perks from all 3 levels, photos, early access to new videos, connecting on social media, gameplay with you, and photos and status updates. And whatever YouTube lets me know the special features are when we hit the 8 monthly members. So that is what you get, which is a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. Only $25 away from your goal. Yes. So it's like, so I'm going to drop that for y'all. So anybody, while we're here, because we still got a few minutes, and then we will go from there. Let's see, I'm going to my channel. And the super fan thing y'all see is not something we're doing. Y'all hear me screaming on my phone. That is something that YouTube done, where it shows fan number 1, fan number 2. And I think that they just kind of count it as based off the comments or something. I may be completely wrong about that, but I think. So yes, that's the monthly membership for anybody that wants to join the channel. You know, it is not a have-to-do thing. I'm very supportive back. I try to watch videos and support. We have a lot of goals in mind. 3 of my biggest goals right now, and it ain't even like my biggest, but here when it comes to my platform and just me being a monetized YouTuber, is 1, to see the channel continuously growing, not about being in competition with anybody number-wise, but that is how you start sharing. People get to know you. You get to know people. 2nd is to meet our threshold amount and to see it kind of move a little bit faster 2nd time around. And 3rdly, for y'all to always get something from the channel. You know, whether it's tips and advice, whether it's just a friend, whether it's love and support or learning the love of Jesus and what he did for us. I just want you to be able to get something, because the world every day is growing. Things are so chaotic. Sometimes we just need a place where we can go, be us, be ourselves, do something we enjoy. And that's why I do YouTube. And you know, just be us. And I don't want to get emotional. I'll try not to. When I first started YouTube, it was not this channel. We started off, Mason was like 2.5 years old. We started off doing crafts, simple little kid crafts. You could Google a lot of the different crafts to do. There's one of us dyeing Easter eggs. I would watch different tutorials on tidying up, cleaning things, which I had already knew how to clean, but I would watch videos that would help me get my work done faster. And I started doing it on my own. And then gradually, my channel started growing. And throughout maybe like the first year or two, started making a lot of friends and learning a lot of things for myself. And then the more and more I did it, I started getting loved ones and friends here and family. And this is one good way, as long as you respect the internet, and you know what to get into and what not to get into. My grandparents, I mean, this is a blessing. This might be the only way, y'all. Oh, don't cry. This might be the only way that they ever met their grandson, Mason. Like what I go through, and I haven't seen the other 3 of my grandbabies. This might be the only way that they haven't been around me in years. And God in heaven only knows when that door opens and another door closes, when the day will come that me and Chris will get to move back home near family. So it is a big deal for me when I'm sharing videos, when I'm saying anything about my revenue, when I'm just being silly and like I'm out in the park and I'm taking silly little photos of Pluto and I'm posting on Facebook or I'm sharing here. Yeah, see, not everybody watches here. Angel and Kim, my sister, they do on and off a good bit. My mom watches occasionally. My dad, I think some. He knows of my channel. My stepmom watches daily and all my videos. She's not here today. I hope everything's okay. I'll have to reach out to her. She watches. My good friend Lisa, which is someone I went to school with. And then my grandparents watch every day. My granddad has like 2 or 3 YouTubers they really connect with and they love their type of stuff. And then ours, go away. What are you doing? There we go. And he definitely likes to watch. They don't comment. They're in their 80s. They don't do the commenting and trying to worry about becoming monthly members and stuff. But they definitely support the channel just by being here and watching. Every time we talk on the phone, I was telling him about I told my granddad about the stomach test. And my granddad, being an 80-year-old man, I mean, he's 84, I think. Granddad, I'm sorry if I'm jacking your age up. I think I got it right. He remembered back in, I think he said like 91 or something. He told me like step by step of the procedure and put my heart, my mind kind of at ease because he had already been through it. He knows exactly how the process goes and what to expect. And that means so much to me because like, wow, like I thought, wow, that is such a gift to be that well, they're completely like that. And he's 84, so that's why I do what I do. It gives everybody a chance. With Mason being special needs and autism and stuff like that, we were looking for different things to help him back when the big giant C word, COVID and all that was around. Every one of us was on the internet, whether it was for school, whether it was for connecting. It was the way you got to see each other. You couldn't go face to face. And it just so much. The internet gets a lot of hate, but it is all in who you are as a person and what you're watching and how you're interacting to somebody, how you're treating the person. It's only a small little piece of their life unless they're sharing every minute, every hour, every second of the day of their life with you. And it kind of is a way of kind of like a documentary in a way. It's kind of a way of your memories. You can go back and see, kind of like photos you keep in your homes or journals. It's a way of you can see different things you did or different things you learned and ways you growed, and I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But my grandma, y'all be keep her in prayers. I love my grandparents. That's my mama's mom and dad I talk about. That would be Grandma and Granddad Barton. They're not doing the greatest, but, he's always been there for my grandma. Always, always took care of her. Such a beautiful, beautiful thing. They've been married, I think, 56, 57 years. I may be wrong on that, but a very, very long time. And love is just really, really strong. And there's a good, good bond there. But yes, I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be here to do it. Thank you. She'll be 86 this year, Martian Coffee. She's She is such a blessing because she's lived a long life. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do, but there's a lot of people that don't live to their 80s. I'm surprised my grandmother's still around at 86. I know my husband lost his mom at 73, so it varies with a lot of us. Back in the day, I mean, things were a lot different. Even like cigarette smoking stuff, you could do it right in the restaurant. Now they have certain places where there's no smoking allowed. I mean, they've advanced a lot in technology, the way school systems and stuff are done a lot of times. And so she's a very, very sweetheart. I've always been close to my grandparents. I was one of their favorite grandbabies growing up. Not because I chose to be. They picked me and loved me, and I just was always the pick of the bunch. And I appreciate it. I pray for y'all daily. I pray for each and every one of you and my family. I pray for our channel. There's somewhere in the world, y'all, somebody's going through something that you don't know about. And whether they choose to be like this and share it, or they're just behind closed doors and they're not talking about it, I think of the story I watched. Have y'all ever seen that? Have you ever seen the series called Chosen? There's a series called, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We did a potluck at church and we watched the Chosen. And there's different scenes where Jesus goes up and he's talking with people and he's having really just beautiful, calm conversation.
This is my silly.
Kind of reminds me of that. There's Mushroom. Here I am. Say I'm crazy. I need a little bit more Jesus in my life. Okay, take the cat. Hi there, Cal. Good afternoon. Welcome and welcome. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. It does it's not at SAC. Nothing can be at SAC because we don't know up to like 2,000 some odd years ago what exactly Jesus looked like and all those different things. But they get it in as close as they can. It's a beautiful, beautiful series. I love it. There's 5 seasons now. How's your day going, everyone? My day is going good. How about yours, Cal? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for making sure you hit that like button. It popped right up quick. I appreciate that. Hey, Mason and Mushroom. He says, hey. But it's just a beautiful series. It comes on Netflix, and I think there's a few other apps you can watch it on too. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's going well so far. Thanks. Oh, y'all, and I wanted to share that. I think I've already shared it with a few people. So I was baptized at like 12 or 13. I will be rebaptized. It's just a renewing of my faith. I thought it was this Sunday. I had the dates wrong. It's next Sunday at 2 p.m. And I will share photos and stuff like that over on my Facebook page. So I'm just kind of renewing my faith. But yes, yeah, we just been on, we went over an hour, so good. We're at an hour and 2 minutes. We'll stay on for about 4 or 5 more minutes since Kyle just jumped on. Y'all check out Kyle's link if you have not. Make sure you do watch 2 minutes in full. Like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell on his. Thank you. That's why you got to become a monthly member, Cal. I'm just picking on you. But yeah. But yeah, it's awesome to see y'all, and I felt so good. I felt so good. My heart was at so much peace, especially when I heard from my 2 friends, because we don't get to talk every day. We have lives and different things go on, and me and Cheryl have always been really close. And then me and Elizabeth, she's just been going through some stuff, and I try not to. You don't ever want to get in anybody's space. When you're in gear and you're trying to get things done and you're just trying to source it out and figure it out, it's best to kind of give the space and allow that. Some people want to do it with people. Some people don't need all that. It makes it more chaotic, if that makes sense. So, yeah. But yes, we are blessed. We're super, super happy to have each and one of you here on the platform. Like I say, y'all say a prayer for me. Do this. Everybody throw me thumbs up emojis before we get ready to leave. That we do meet the $100 threshold. We're only $25 away by the end of July. Today's the 21st. How many days are in July? Let me look at my calendar. Or does someone know? I think there's 31. Now y'all got me curious. I got myself curious, I guess. Let's see. July. Let me see. Okay, so there's 31 days. So we have about a week and a half to reach that goal. I think we can do it, y'all. I really do. I think we can. I think we can. But yeah, I hope y'all have a blessed week and a blessed day. Warshy and Coffee, thank you so much. Kyle. Who else was here? Let me scroll back up. I need to get better about scrolling up, making sure I'm Lisa. Sean, which is Mason's good friend. And there's been quite a few here. Lucy Warner's World. Thank y'all for all being here and supporting the channel. And thank you for just watching and helping us meet our goal. And let's get this next goal. Have a great day. Washing Coffee, have you uploaded anything? I need to go and check and make sure I can play catch up on yours today. Let me know. And then that way I can watch. I'll go and check too. So, because simply I'm probably going to sit down, take about an hour break. And I got a few things around the trailer to do. Not much. A few things I want to get done. Oh, okay. So I want to check that out. I want to definitely check that out. I need to get back in Dodge. Maybe I'll tell my husband to take me a Dollar Tree. He'll be like, honey, you crazy. I got to pay rent. No, he might let me go. It just depends on his mood. You want to go in Dollar Tree? I can hear him now. But I hope y'all have a blessed day and a blessed week. I'll see you later. Mason heard me say Dollar Tree. He's like, Mom, we gonna go in Dollar Tree? I don't know, buddy. Washington Coffee's got a Dollar Tree haul I'm gonna watch. And I said I ought to ask Daddy, can we go in Dollar Tree? And now he's saying it. So he'll probably try to talk Daddy into it. Laugh out loud. Y'all be blessed. Have a good day. And Washington Coffee, no rush on mailing anything to me. I appreciate it. I will love it, whatever it is. And you will definitely get blessing mail back from me. So I'm going to jump off here, y'all. I'm going to quit chit-chatting or the stream of moving. That's okay. It's just building the views and the watch hours. But I've got tons of stuff to get done. I love y'all. Bye-bye.